Hello guys, you're welcome today. I am here to interview one of my brother, um, Imur Abdurrahman, or maybe I might be wrong with his name. And guy, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Everything cool?
Everything fine.
Yeah. So please, can you give us a brief introduction about yourself?
All right. My name is Abdurrahman Imuru.
Yeah.
Like my brother rightly said, I completed Khulafaw Islamic Primary and Junior High School.
Okay.
Furthered to Salagasina High School.
Okay.
I completed Nursing Midwifery Training College, Pembi.
Pembi, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last year, and currently I'm doing my service at Pandai
Okay.
ECG Hospital.
That's very nice. It's very summarized. Then we are going to go into detail. Let's start with how your childhood education was like, the basic education. How was it like? Where did you attend school? And how many years did you spend in your basic education?
Like I said earlier, I went to I attended Khulafaw Islamic Primary, Nursery, Primary, Junior High.
Okay.
And that was where I spent.
Was it a boarding house, a boarding school or day?
Oh, no, it was day.
It was day.
Yeah.
Okay, so you say Khulafaw Islamic, were they teaching you Islam, Alibaba, Tausao, or it was just normal school, but they just give it Islamic name?
Yeah, from the beginning, from the basic lower primary, nursery, lower primary, it was kind of like serious. But moving to the upper primary to junior high school, it's kind of calmed down, and the attention has shifted to the English more than the Arabic.
Okay. So what you're saying is that from your upper primary going, they don't really teach Islamic stuff again?
No. But when we were at the lower primary and our seniors and all that, it was effective.
Yeah.
But when it got to us, the attention has shifted to the education, the school.
Okay. I think that's fine, but there's a lot that needs to be done. When they say Khulafaw Islamic, I don't know. What I also know about that school was about Master Ibrahima. They were the founders of the school.
Yeah.
Pray the Almighty Allah should have mercy on him. And a lot more has come down with the mission of that school.
Okay.
And I think a lot they need to improve more in terms of the Islamic aspect, because they can be calling it Islamic school and then they really don't teach much about Islam there. Is that so? So tell me, while you were in primary school, what were some of the interesting things that occurred in your school?
Khulafaw as a whole, like, it's kind of constitutes a group of people who were from my own community.
Okay.
So the moment there was so memorable. I was able to engage with people from my community and people I know a lot. So you know how it feels when you meet someone you are already like free with, and you came from the same community and have everything in common. Everything was
one of the challenge a lot of people have relating to Islamic school is that Islamic schools, they don't really speak English. They speak Hausa. If it is Kotokol, they'll be speaking so the children, you go there, they don't speak English. Was it the same case during your time in school?
I wouldn't say, because it's my school, I wouldn't say the truth. The truth of the matter is that what you said was right. Because it's hard for us to speak, like, we hardly speak English. Pointing to the fact that we are all from the same community, speaking the same language. When we meet, we hardly speak English. It's the what's the name?
But was the school trying its best to make you speak English? Like our time when you were in school, we used to write names of vernacular speakers.
The school did all the code, but it's so calm down a little bit. But as time goes on, everything will go to it normal. It's we even go to a point where like they have to tie a rotten snail on your neck
if you speak vernacular.
Easy. But with all that, it only lasted for like some few months, and everything has gone back to where it is. So they did all the code, you know, we are used to it.
Why you speak Kotokoli or Hausa?
Yeah, Kotokoli and
Okay.
you know they are the dominant. In that school.
Yeah, they are dominating. Okay, so when you look at moving, you understand, how easy was it now that you have left Olaval Primary and GSS? When you went to HHS, how easy was it for you to speak fluent English? Because when you were basic and Olaval, you weren't really speaking it much, though you were taught and encouraged to. But you weren't. How difficult or easy was it?
Yeah, one surprising thing is that despite not speaking the English at Olaval, when you move out, it's like a miracle. Like you go to do much more better than people who speak English.
Who spoke English during their
basic level. So like it's kind of, I don't know. It's we not speaking it doesn't mean like
we didn't understand.
We understood everything. We are able to. We are fluent. And people underrated our school and anyone going to Olaval us at the time. But moving forward to junior high school and all that, you go to perform better.
Wow.
You see.
Wow. I think that a lot needs to be done. It's very beautiful. And one thing I also realized was that when you account for Olaval, other schools, they underrate you. They don't really respect you. When you met in senior high, you see that challenge. The prof are speaking.
When you have to pick, let's say, 5 best students from a school. From which is like a product of Olaval Islamic School is part. We'll get like 2 or 3.
Out of the 5.
Out of the 5.
That's very beautiful. That's very beautiful.
Pointing to the senior high school in Pandai here, most of the performing students are from Olaval.
Wow. I think that is just about the matter of environment. So if you are in your environment, your friends, everyone is speaking Kotokoli, you also be speaking Kotokoli. But when you go to Salaga or somewhere you are attending senior high, you don't see your people. It is, you go and see a Gonjaman, you go and see a Dagomba, Mosi, you definitely speak English.
That will push you to speak the common language that each and every one of you understand. So that one has impacted a lot on us.
Okay, so let's go to your senior high. Which senior high did you attend?
Like I said earlier, I attended Salaga Senior High School.
Okay, Salaga Senior High. For how many years? Did you do 3 years or 4 years? Because we did 4 years.
I did 3 years.
3 years. How was your experience in Salaga Senior High? Was like?
Salaga Senior High School is a best school. It's good. The teachers, they are doing well. And you know, there's nothing good without challenges. You face a lot of challenges. Like Salaga itself, they say like water itself is a problem for the whole community. Let alone you students confined in a particular place. The supply of water wasn't there.
How did you used to get water?
Well, the school earlier on tried their best to put up something that will be bringing the water, but all to no avail. So we have to move out of the campus. We have to go down a place called Bujia. I don't know. A lot of people coming from Salaga will know that. Bulgia. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it well. Maybe those coming from Salaga. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So Bugia is a place where there are wells. Number of wells. So that's where we go to fetch water. And before you move to that place to campus, it might have taken you like half of your if you close from school, let's say weekdays. You close somewhere around 3 or 4. If you should go there at 4, you are likely to come somewhere 6.
Wow, 2 hours.
That is when it's not raining. But when it's raining, the wells are filled and you just fetch and come back.
Okay. I think that's hectic. Other than water problem, what were your other problems? Did you have electricity problems?
Oh no, for electricity, we didn't have any challenges about that.
And you know, as a fresher, when you go to senior high, how was your seniors treating you? Were they more chichi? Were they doing those things?
Everybody will have that experience, or everybody who passed through SHS will have gone through this experience. Because even if let's say 90% of the seniors wouldn't do. There will be that one senior that will worry your life.
That's true. That's
so
true.
we all pass through that. Senior shouting on you. This thing, the cross, when you cross the bridge, that is when you are getting to level 200. That you will be
form 2.
Form 2. You will be a little bit like
free.
But not all that, because some of the activities on campus you will be called to do them despite being in Form 2. But when you are in Form 1, literally I would say like you are in hell.
That's very true, because I also share the same experience, and a lot of you those watching, you also share the same experience. So getting to your final year in school, how was it like? I always know in senior high there's Wahala Week. I don't know whether Saraga senior high, you guys, you're exceptional.
No one is exceptional. Maybe except those whose background are good.
Family background, financially.
Like coming from a poor background where when they give you money, like when I was in SHS, if you send the money per 30 cities, 40 cities, which will last which they expect.
Your parents
expect you to spend use it to cover
half of the
semester or the term. So you can imagine 30 cities of from which you used to buy food,
buy soap, Pepsodent,
everything. Easy.
So when you were in school, have they stolen your boxer pants or sponge?
I'm sure maybe everyone would have. But when it happened to me, I was so surprised how someone would go and pick somebody's personal thing instead of even stealing boxer. I was like, so I was so confused. I was even laughing. Despite they stealing, because someone in the right sense didn't go to steal someone's boxes.
How do you steal someone?
How do you steal? Because that day was weekends. I did my washing, dried out, and left for dining. And the dining hall, you didn't spend up to 30 minutes. 15 minutes, you are back. Came back.
You couldn't find your boxer pants.
Anything.
Hey, Peto! Someone stealing Peto.
I was so surprised. I was like, no.
This is not normal.
So you see everything. Any other thing when you go to SHS. That's where you experience.
They stole my mattress. I couldn't use it for up to a month. I bought the high density, and if you take high density to school, you look like a rich person.
And one amazing thing is that when the person takes your thing, they will make sure they restructure it or reform it into something that you yourself, when you wouldn't know.
So they tore the cover of my mattress out, then they made it. Challenge.
So you think it's old. You wouldn't have idea.
No. So you wonder why most of our people today, they grow up as leaders and they are corrupt. You don't know. It starts from school. It starts from their homes. They went to school, and when they come to the work field, they are implementing the same thing. It's crazy. So when you left senior high after your WASSCE, how many years did you do at home before you went to the tertiary?
A year.
You did a year. You're waiting for the WASSCE results.
No, the WASSCE results came within some few months. So after that, I had to apply because I didn't have any challenge in my result. So the application I applied to, but to the school I applied to, I didn't have admission that year. Other alternative came. After I didn't get my, I didn't get admission into the school I wanted to. So other alternative came. Free, you wouldn't even buy admission form to go to school. But I was like, to spend a year in the house before going to school that I want, or that's what I prefer to do. And just jumping into something I wasn't prepared for, and which will last like your lifetime. So I was like, no. I prefer to be in the house than just jump into something I am not ready for.
So that means that the school, the tertiary you went, you really wanted to go.
Yeah, okay. I really wanted to go because this has been something.
So what's the name of the tertiary you attended?
Yeah, like I said earlier, Nursing and Midwifery Training College, Penby.
Penby. Yeah. So that one, is it the same as what people are saying? Salaga Nursing School, Salaga Nursing.
Yeah.
So but it's not Salaga, it's Penby rather.
It's Penby, but it's in Salaga.
Yeah, it's closer to Salaga.
It's closer to Salaga.
Closer to Salaga. Okay. So how was your experience in Penby like? Was it just like the same as the senior high, or this time around is different?
Oh, you see, growing up, you know that at this point in life, I don't need someone to seek me out to tell me to do this or that.
So you had freedom.
You like the Penby Nursing and Midwifery Training College is like a mini or SHS, a mini SHS.
A maxi.
Okay, let me. No, mini in a form that the kind of stress you get in SHS, you wouldn't get that in tertiary, but there's this kind of pressure.
Yeah, restrictions and pressure.
That you yourself, you feel like, am I still in
SHS or
the principal herself is a woman. So you know, women too, she's very, let me say, somehow strict. But I came to the realization, or I came to understand her. Because a woman at this point, this position
of leadership,
when you are given this mantle, or like when you are in this position and you take things for granted, people will take you for granted.
Yes.
So the woman was very strict. She was very strict.
What was her name?
She's Hajia Shirley Issa.
So shout out to Hajia Shirley Issa. Shirley Issa. Okay, Allah bless you, Hajia. Okay.
So she makes sure everything is put in place.
No.
Previously, when I go to the school, I didn't understand why a tertiary should be this hard. But as time goes on, I began to understand why the woman is like that. And that kept most of us on our toes to learn very hard, and today we are out and we didn't have any challenges. With our
okay, that's very beautiful.
And most of the masters, when she enters in a room, you have the feeling that she's a leader is here. When she's out of the school, you know that she's not
inside. That looks like our senior high headmaster Adam Wilberforce, in Obisco. I don't want to mention his name. That name, a lot of us. I don't want problem. So when he steps in school, everybody they stop whatever they are doing. So, with your experience in nursing, what's one of the interesting things you learned as a nurse while in school?
Interesting thing that I have learned. Well, what interests me about nursing was the fact that you are being part of someone's happiness. The fact that you are being part of someone's health, like you are part of someone gaining his or her health. So it brings me joy, like automatically. I don't know where that joy comes in. Being able, because I experienced something at the hospital prior to me going to nursing school. I went to the hospital to visit. So I saw a young guy who brought the mom to the hospital. But the way the person was looking, it was an emergency case. The guy was very stressed down. He didn't know what to do and all that. He was just worried. So a day after, when I go to the hospital, the guy was very happy. He was thanking the nurses, and I was like, this is something someone is doing for them to pay the person. But the person has impacted someone's life. And you are serving humanity. Serving humanity itself is a reward to you. So it's like, nursing is like you are doing two things in one. You get your you pay for this world, you get you pay for the
after. Yeah, especially when you do with good intention.
With good intention.
Yeah,
but you don't have to fake it. No. When you do it willingly.
Okay.
Practice it.
So that's one thing interests you to be a nurse.
Yeah.
So you can impact on people's life.
That's what.
And save life.
And save life.
Wow.
We all know that God is the one who saves life. No. But we put our little effort.
No. You want to be part of the journey of God saving life through you.
Sure.
Okay, mashallah. So now are you still in the school or?
No, I've graduated.
Okay.
And currently doing my national service.
Okay, so how is national service like as a nurse? You know, those who didn't go to nursing school, we were free, you just go, come home, and nobody even.
National service is good.
Yeah.
Definitely to have its bad side.
Yeah.
For the good, like nursing itself needs more practical. Like practice. You have to do more practice.
Okay.
So we still much on theory when we go to school. The only chance we have is maybe when you are on campus, you go for clinicals for 3 weeks, just 3 weeks, and maybe vacation you do like 4 weeks or 6 weeks for vacation clinicals. But when you are done with your school and you are doing your service, this is the time you tell yourself that I am coming to do the practical itself. Because it wouldn't surprise you like see a nurse who has graduated without knowing most of the things that are done at the hospital.
That's true.
So you are now coming to learn the practical. You see a nurse graduated but doesn't know anything. When the person, you know the theory aspect, but when you get to the world, you look like a fool.
Okay.
So this 1 year service is the time you have to man up, do what is expected of you, learn. This is the time you get to ask questions when you don't understand. You can freely ask your colleague, your senior, oh, this is what I don't understand it. So that is the period you get to learn.
Okay. So when you ask questions like that in your hospitals, your colleague or senior nurses, did they teach you?
Sure, they teach you. If only the person knows what you are asking, the person teach you. If he doesn't have much knowledge about that will be like a plus for him to, he will also say, okay, you know what, let's go and do our research, and the following day will all come.
So you're just going to ask people who, a doctor or something.
So during this time, you'll be freely be able to ask your questions.
A lot of people say nurses are disrespectful, especially the ladies. When you go there, the ladies, they are very disrespectful. A lot of people say that about nurses, especially the ladies. What do you say about that?
Well,
I know you're not a lady.
But what I will say is that the nursing itself, if like in our settings, when you are working at the ward, you will see a lot of shit. You will see a lot of like disrespect to the nurses themselves. So we have something we call the nurses like the patient right. When you are right, you are right, but you don't come to do something that is out or that is disrespecting to me. So we are individual difference. But you see like some people who wouldn't take that. Something you do to me that I will tolerate it. My colleague wouldn't tolerate that. The nurses, the nurses of like in our settings like this, most of the people don't respect the nurses. Like I said. Although maybe from everybody's experience. But we have, like the way they are saying that some nurses are showing this. The same thing, we have nurses who are generous. Who, when you are even walking on the streets, you hear your name, you turn and you didn't even know the person. Just because you one time helped the person at the ward. So as far as they say some nurses are not, it should be some nurses. It shouldn't be like nurses.
They are very specific. Some nurses, and they are also specific. There is the ladies.
The ladies.
Like some ladies.
Some ladies. Maybe that is the person's experience. If you go to ask someone, the person wouldn't tell you that.
So I pray that our nurses who are ladies and they are tabakataba. If you do, then they will do you something.
Sure.
They need to calm down.
Even an individual, you have some people who don't take shit. You do me, I do.
Yes.
And the nation itself, you have to be calm. Like, like,
because that's why some people love to carry their issue
in school. Master said, if a client slap you, you don't slap back. You see, you don't slap or you don't fight back.
Yes, and most people are saying, no, this one they can't do it.
But some people wouldn't take it.
Yes. Some people like, because of this behavior of those few nurses, because of their behavior, some people like to carry, whenever they are sick or they have someone who is sick, they like to take the issue to private hospital instead of the government hospital. Do you think that has contributed, is an enough reason for the person to move to private hospital instead of the government one?
So with this, the person moving to the,
because they believe that the private hospital, they are in for business. So when they try their best to please the person to come again. Because if they misbehave, the owner can fire the person. But this one, because the government, they will not. So because of that, when they are sick, they don't only go to government hospital again. No. No, they know you can take care of them, but they will take it to private.
Yeah, like I said earlier, the private hospitals, they are in for business. And like, true to be told, when you go to some private hospitals, you'll be treated as you are expected to be treated. But like I said, it's individual difference. You can go to some general hospitals and you'll be treated more than the private hospitals. You see? So it doesn't necessarily mean like because it will surprise you to know that you go to the private hospital and you meet a nurse like the one you met at. Most nurses, I hear some nurses, they hide to work at the private hospitals. So like the earlier said, nurses are there. So when you go to that place, you are going to meet another nurse. All right. So definitely.
So let's wrap up. What advice do you have for someone who wants to go into the nursing industry or nursing field? Let's say SHS person is watching us. You're also thinking of going to nursing.
Well, nursing, from my experience and how it is, that is what it is. It's not a place for joke. It's not a place at all. You can't joke in this. If you joke, you fail. In some schools, when you fail, you will be dismissed. Some you will be demoted. Which, like, what is the name? Mentally, you wouldn't be able to
focus.
So when you are going to nursing school, just make your mind that you are going to learn. Learn very hard. Because if you go there to play
How about issues relating to blood and treating people? What advice do you have for them? Because I was saying, I can't stand blood, but I want to be nurse.
Well, for that one, my first practical, I went into the dressing room and saw a very big wound. My first reaction when I just saw it, I quickly ran out. Because you can even the flesh were all off. You can see the tendons and the bones. You can see the tendons and the bones. So I was like, I came out, so I gathered courage, went back, stood for a while, and I came out again. So I asked the nurse who was doing the dressing that what do they take to be able to stand this? I was like, because I'm seeing that a normal person, like, or someone,
you don't able to stand that. Unless maybe they take some alcohol or something.
Like maybe they take something or they restrict themselves from eating some things. Because we heard over the nurses, if you want to be able to do this, you don't take meat, you don't do this.
You become vegetarian.
So I was like, do they take something or do they restrict themselves? And the senior was like, no, you just have to get used to it. Persistently, like you do it, you go in today, you see tomorrow, you make sure
And
automatically you become used to it. Something that someone will see and be shouting.
No. So thank you very much. I think our time is over. I'm really grateful, Mr. What's the name again? Emuru Abdurrahman. Thank you very much for joining our show here. I'm really grateful. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Yeah.